Day one of podcast. Let's see how all this goes. Yay! Welcome everyone. Everyone calls me Circus. Or Josh. Long drive home from work. Got off early. It was quite interesting. A lot of fun. Not really. It was boring. These early mornings. Waking up at 3. Kind of wears and tears on your mind and body. You don't realize how tired you get until you get home and find a comfortable position so you can watch a TV show or a movie, and next thing you know you're out fucking cold. Yep. Waking up to your alarm the next day, trying to figure out what happened. Not so great, but it happens. So a little bit about myself. I'm a retired circus performer for 10 years. Traveled all over the place, loved it. Great experience. Kinda made my childhood, I guess. It was a lot of fun, real interesting. Kind of missed it a lot. Money was okay, but I think it was the travel, the constantly being in a new place, meeting new people, having a blast with family. Kind of sucks, you know. We all get off the road. I get married first, have a kid first, decide to go to college, separate from everybody. We all kind of forgot who we all were. It's kind of a little sad. 3 other brothers, the oldest of 4. Our youngest brother's in the Marines. Saw him for 4th of July for the first time in 6 years. No, for 11 years. That was fun. It was nice seeing him. The twins. One of them's a idiotic, stupid pothead and pill popper like none other. Thinks everybody owes him everything and whatnot. Can't get his life together, can't hold a job, can't get a job because he can't be sober long enough. Just sits at home and does absolutely nothing. Sleeps most of the day, stays up most of the night, plays video games. And it's it's boring. I don't understand how someone can do that. I was unemployed for 3 years and couldn't handle it. I was a stay-at-home dad, couldn't handle it. Loved my little girl to death, and we had a lot of fun playing with toys and watching random movies and going to the parks. I don't know, I felt so out of place not doing something. I still feel out of place, you know. I'm off the road. Ever since I've been off the road, it's the same thing. I mean, it's a constant, you know, urge to do random things, you know, make people happy. Dye the random beard color, or dye the beard random colors, just so people, you know, acknowledge who I am, pay attention to things. I could just be normal like everyone else, but I don't do well with normal. It's no fun. Play a lot of video games with some friends online. I don't know. I think it might be road trip time to go actually meet everyone in person for the first time. It should be a blast. It'd be a lot of fun. But we've been playing games since my daughter was born. That was a while ago. Holy crap, it's 6 years now. A lot of them been through way more than they should with me. between my divorce to the ex-wife running off with my daughter, and my depression being so bad that I would wake up in the morning and just be upset that I woke up. It was a rough time for me. I'm still struggling. I catch myself in and out every now and then. I was doing really well when I was on medication, but can only afford so much on a budget. And medication that I was on that I wasn't allergic to was a little pricey, and my medical refused to cover it. Apparently they think it's not worth spending their money spending their money to help with the medication, which it's sad, but it's corporations. What do you expect? Why spend money to help somebody out that needs it and could possibly just die the next day, and who cares, right? But I don't know. I've been there. Had a long up and down road, mostly down. Had a few ups. Count them all on one hand, but just, I don't know. Some days it feels really hard to hold on to reality and kind of hold on to who I am. A lot of people think, I've been changing, and I'm not my normal self, mostly due to my new girlfriend. But when it comes down to it, if they knew what was going on in my head, they would understand that it's not a female that affects what's going on in my head, or the way I'm acting is what's going on. It's the stress, it's depression, suicide. It's hard to deal with sometimes. A lot of people are like, oh, it's just a mindset, and I was one of those people that would say, oh yeah, it's just a mindset, you can live in it or walk out of it. Unfortunately, with me, it's not just a mindset. My brain produces one chemical way more than the rest, and I can't snap out of it like people would expect. It's hard. How do you smile every day and be happy, knowing everything knowing how bad you are, in life, and how rough it is. You're just struggling day by day. I got myself in a hole because I decided to have two useless roommates in my life, and I should have learned from the first one, but I thought it was going to be different this time around, and had a lot of faith in one person, and it turned out that one person had more problems than was out there. Everyone knows I've got a crap load of problems, and that I'm not 100%, and I don't know if I'll ever become 100%. It's just one of those things where you're never sure what to do or how to act, and it's a struggle is what it is. If anyone could pick one person to live with that's struggling every day with depression and suicide, and get to understand what causes them to tick, how they feel every day, how they think. A lot of people would come to the conclusion, that there is something wrong. And it's not just, a simple mindset. There are some out there that it is a mindset. And then there are some like me where it's a chemical imbalance that we can't control the way we feel. We struggle, with the smallest things, being in a relationship and being happy in a relationship. I'm happy in my relationship. It's nice. She reminds me to eat some days. She cooks and forces me to eat, which is good because, I'll go 3 or 4 days with no food, and it's not healthy. She reminds me every day that, I am a wonderful person and I do care, about people, and I guess it's my over-caring that causes people to just walk over me, and she reminds me that it's not my fault that people hate me at times. It's because I care too much and they don't understand why I'm such a nice person all the time. I don't know, I'm goofy, I'm fun, I'm just me. I'm not the me I used to be when I was in the circus, constantly goofy, having fun, smiling all the time because I had a reason to smile. My body was healthy, my mind was healthy. I got off the road and I'm not healthy. Not physically, not mentally. My health is down. I got this lovely appointment with a heart specialist today because no one can figure out why I'm having heart attacks. At the age of 29, you're not supposed to have more than one heart attack, if that. Everyone keeps thinking it's, drugs and all this. And, I smoked a little bit of pot, did a few pills, when I was younger and was trying to escape the world. I've never done anything harder than that. I don't know. My body hates me, I guess. It's a mystery. Hopefully today we find out what's going on. Either way, I deal with it like I do everything else. Whatever news they give, they give. I'd prefer good news, but if it's not good news, there's not much I can do. I'll live with it. They tell me I can't work or lift anything or, do any of my fun activities like parkour or, just running and, cycling and skateboarding because of the stress on my heart. I'll be sad. I'll be depressed. Not much I can do. I can take it easy on things and stay at home and play video games and stream, get good at things. Just give me a chance to continue remodeling my house. That'd be a lot of fun. That's a chore and a half. First house I've ever bought. Oh, pain in my butt. Every day I do find something new I have to fix, and just so many bills. I try to deal with it the best I can. It happens. I had to get a new vehicle, which put me further in the hole because my old vehicle decided it wanted to finally die on me. It was fairly old. 20 years old. Damn. It's an old vehicle, yeah. Yup. 20-year-old vehicle. Wow. Upgraded to a 2006, which is nice. I like it. It drives really smooth, handles really nice. It's the first time I've actually went and bought a new vehicle, which was was a big step in my adult life. You know, I normally just buy crap cars, and this time I'm making payments and have a fancy kind of fancy car. It's nice, I guess, knowing that I'm finally stepping up. You know, I thought I was doing good while I was married and had my daughter, and was taking care of her and having a lot of fun with that. And it was nice being a father and enjoying the fun moments when I had them. And now they just got all taken away. A lot of people, they understand why I went into a really bad depression, you know, not seeing my little girl, not hearing her smile and giggles. It's rough, you know, when you're a family man, you have your own little kid, mini-me, and someone decides to take that child from you, whether it be grandparents, you know, the other parent, you know, other family members, because I think you're incapable of being a parent, you know, the state, because something's wrong in the household and it's not your control. It's a rough situation. You know, I do the best I can to cope with things. The holidays are rough. You know, we got Christmas coming up, and you know, I thought everything was gonna be okay. You know, the ex-wife came back to the state that I live in, and you know, after running for the past 5 years with her and refused to let me see her and stuff. And, you know, now she contacted me and was willing to let me see my daughter, and now I haven't seen my daughter, you know, and that was back on 4th of July when she showed up, or when she contacted me, and we were talking back and forth via text, and now she refuses to respond to any of my text messages. Normally I'd, you know, have some smart comment to say about it, you know, oh, it's just her being stupid and whatnot. It kind of is, but, you know, I made a lot of fine points over Thanksgiving about her refusing to let me see my daughter and coming up with one excuse after another why I can't see her, you know, saying, oh, I don't have the gas money to come up there. And I told her before and numerous times that I could come down there. Now that I want to come down there, and she's again refusing to respond to me like normal. You know, everyone kept telling me that, oh, she changed, she's different. She's not. She's the same. You know, sent me a text message telling me I'll never get my daughter again. You know, I'll never spend time with her and stuff. It hurt, and normally I would have broke down and crawled in my little shell and been suicidal and stuff. And wasn't 100% sure how to handle it, which I don't know. Most people probably would have broke down, and normally I would have, and I don't know, lost it and started popping a whole bunch of pills and started drinking, but I don't see the point in all that no more. You know, I've been sober for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months now, and I don't have any urge to drink. You know, it's not a necessity for me. You know, I don't do any form of drugs, so, you know, smoking or anything, a smoker, so, I don't smoke cigarettes or anything, I don't need the nicotine. I do have a habit of, eating a lot when I get stressed out like that. And a lot of times I look at myself and I wonder why I do it to myself. But again, it's that depression. That's what it all comes down to. Some days we're stronger than, other days. And some days we really just don't want to even get out of bed. Luckily for me, when my alarm goes off in the morning and I wake up and I feel like, I can't do it, I don't have the urge to do it, I always roll over and grab a hold of my girlfriend real tight and just remember, that I am a good person, that, I can be strong, not just for myself, but for others around me that, need help, or want help and reach out. It's different, having one person there to remind you what kind of person you are and, the good things that you can do and have done. And then you get people like family or like wannabe friends that, they tear you down, they, tell other people bad things about you when they're not around you. They don't know what kind of person you are anymore, or the things you've done to, become a better person. And it hurts because you don't know which way to go anymore. You hear one thing and you want to confront that one person, and you don't want to start a fight because, you thought they were there for you. You thought, they were actually willing to stand beside you through everything and, and help you and encourage you and all this. So you just push it in the back of your mind. You don't know how to react. You try to deal with it the best way you can. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you stay away from people. And it's been like that for a year now, where since I've been living at this new house, I don't have people over, I don't hang out with people. I've had a couple of parties at my house, and I still felt out of place at my own house. Just kind of put a mask on, smile every day, and try to deal with people. Try to avoid that, lovely question that you really truthfully want to just answer, but, if somebody finds out, they'll either look at you weird or, they'll just not be there anymore. It's hard to just smile normally and be okay with everything. And you're not okay with everything. You're not okay at all. Not sure what to do with life most of the days. I wake up, I just go straight to work and get that done and over with, and then go home. And then when I'm at home, I feel dead while I'm at home. I feel alone all the time. I know my girlfriend's there, and we cuddle, and she reminds me, that I'm not alone. But I guess with the way everything is with me, it still feels like I'm alone. I talk to her, and she helps me deal with things easier, because I'm not a big person to communicate. This podcast is a little different for me. I figure it'll help, those that want to know more about me. It helps them understand what I'm going through daily. Sometimes, I guess. I keep telling myself I'm not all there, and just kind of focus on random things. And it helps. I start thinking about video games. Sorry about that. I want to go back to school for gaming design. I started it at the beginning of this year. I started this past summer, and I really enjoyed it, but that was one of my worst summers ever. I was so depressed all the time. I couldn't focus. I couldn't, keep concentrated on simple things. And I had to drop school because I couldn't focus. I was so depressed that simple assignments were so difficult for me to figure out, and I just kept feeling stupid and worthless. And I don't know why there were so many things that were hard for me to understand. After a while, I reached out and, tried and had somebody dumb it down for me to, help me understand it. And it kind of helped, but a lot of times, I still don't get certain things. I don't really know how to explain it. I guess it's just my brain functions differently. I know everyone has their own train of thought and their whole mentality is different than everyone else's. Not very many people think the same or have the mental capability to comprehend certain things. I'm one of those type of people. If it's not done in front of me, I have issues learning. When I went for culinary, I picked everything up so quick because it was demonstrated in front of me. It was explained, simple, and I was a solid B student, which was a big deal to me because when I was in elementary and middle school, I never did so well. I didn't care to do so well. I didn't have someone there to help me through it all. Of course, I didn't have anyone to help me through college. I had a couple of, teachers / chefs that were helping me and encouraging me, but as soon as I would go home, I didn't have anyone outside of school that was there for me. My ex-wife, she didn't care. Or if she did, she never showed it or said it. And it made me feel like a bad person because I didn't feel like I had somebody there for me, and I was there for her and for her family and, encouraging, my family as well, just trying helping them out, when it came down to it, when I needed somebody's encouragement, there was no one there for me. I didn't know how to deal with things. It was rough, and it still is rough. My girlfriend really wants me to go back to school. You know, she thinks I'd be really good at it, you know, being a game designer, and, you know, I play video games for fun. You know, I would like to do tournaments and understand games a little bit more, and, you know, the schematics of them, the, you know, all the fun gimmies and the programming to it. It'd be fun, different to see how a game's put together. You know, I've watched a lot of their documentaries on how they do game design, and the teamwork, and the different loads of different teams for it. I mean, some games there's 20 different, you know, separate teams that work on one game. You know, and it's cool. You know, and I would love to have, you know, to be a part of, you know, something like that. It would be different. It'd be a blast. And of course, I'd get stuck by a train that I think is going to be a minute. But I'm actually almost home. If this train moved a little faster, I'm like a couple blocks away, but it's looks like it's time to put the car in park. Kind of train. And don't see any way for me to go down a few tracks. I can go all the way down, but it's a waste of gas. But I'm a very patient man. It gets me a long ways in life. Being patient. I try to stay calm. The calm part, not so easy, but patience part. Patience I have lots of patience. I find it easy to be patient than to be aggressive or, you know, be antsy. It doesn't help to be all them things in life. I mean, if you stop, slow down, and take your time, things come your way very easily. You know, it's one of those, you know, it's one of those things in life. If you can master patience, you're better off. It definitely helps. It's not an easy thing to master. I don't think very many people have. I know there's a couple of Buddhists that they've mastered patience. A lot of that's due to their long meditations. You gotta be patient for that, without falling asleep, without, you know, going stir crazy. Yeah, you see, lots of patience, and the train is ending. So many people just turning around, trying to find an opening. I'd rather not waste my gas. Even though I'm gonna have to get gas before I go to my doctor's appointment. But the thing is, I have enough time now that I got off work early today to shower before going to a doctor's appointment and get something to eat because I'm hungry. Well, we've talked a lot. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this rant and podcast and whatnot. Wasn't really about much, just me and a lot about how I deal with my depression and stuff. But I will be back on tomorrow on my way home. not headed into work because it's too early and I don't think very well. That it's dark, so the camera would be shy. But enjoy, have a fun day. And hope you all found it interesting listening to me. If not, it's okay. Bye.